Hi Gemini, welcome to your timeless reading here from Spirit. Whether you are a sun sign, Gemini, moon, rising, Venus, or even your destiny node, your north node in your chart, you're so welcome. You know, I pull the cards after I do, obviously cleanse them, and I pull the cards each time I do a reading, and I'm always like mesmerized how you can sense the difference in the energies of the astrological placements. So if you really relate to Gemini, you want to hear about Gemini, your partner's a Gemini, or you know your signature in your chart. If you've gone to a professional astrologer, they can actually tell you what your overriding energy is. I don't know why, for some reason I'm feeling the Geminis out there will appreciate that, and I'm almost like giddy tuning into the Gemini energy. It's like, oh, tell me type thing. But my gosh, Gemini, do you like to do things differently than everyone else? So I have to say, this is totally different energies from Aries and Taurus. So you have the lunar eclipse. This is like the full moon. Now, full moons can bring in a lot of cleansing. It's where we really let go of anything within that energy. So as I'm recording this in Libra season, we've got a full moon in Aries on the Monday. But I want to say that it doesn't really matter. That Spirit have said to me with these videos that they are timeless messages. They just want me to put out there in the ethers to help people. So you've got the Grand Cross Provoker. So this is when this placement occurs in your chart. So all the planets are getting activated at the same time. So whenever you get this message and you listen to this, it will find you. You will find it. It will be meant to be. But there's a confirmation that you're sensing something big's been coming for a while. And I feel for you that like your change, your perception of change that you're possibly expecting in this reading, that everything's going to happen from the outside. But what Spirit is saying to me here is this is actually very deep internal change. You're actually going to be changing how you think. Which, if that's controversial, saying that to a Gemini, an air sign. Air is all about the mental faculties. Geminis have, and I say this about energy. I'm not saying this about this generalized, like astrology that's like window shopping. The sun sign Gemini. I mean, I've got lots of Geminis in my life, but they've got loads of water in their chart. So I never, when I know people, it's nothing to do with just their sun sign. It's like saying, I'm British, I'm Irish, like we're in that country and there's an energy of that country or that town. And I do feel it's like the blending of everybody's energies together. So I want to say to you, there's a massive upgrade coming here, but it's really beautiful because you have asked for this. So the Hanged Man is always about a change in perspective. It's always how we see things. So he's hanging upside down and he's seeing all the things he couldn't see from the bottom up before now. And this is really, really powerful because you've got the Emperor, which is that you're taking charge of this. This is why this is a change you've asked for. And you've got the Hierophant, which is Taurus. But it's also about establishment. So these are like oldie type structures. And you've got the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory. So there's some kind of rite of passage that you're going through that's bringing up a massive amount of change for you. Because you've got the Tower moment as well. So the whole foundation of everything that you've ever believed is being pulled apart. But it's coming in quickly. The Eight of Wands is fast-paced, moving change. And Gemini likes this, but when it's internal, it can get a little bit like, oh my God, I need to mentally figure out everything that's going on. But what I want to say to you, Gemini, is I want you to just take a step back and trust the process a bit more. That there might be periods, whenever you hear this, of whatever you're going through, where you think you don't have a clue because you don't know what's going on. And actually, that's when you're winning at life, because you're actually letting go. So you're letting go of a lot of this. And I also want to say to you that there's something about you are becoming your inner authority for yourself. And actually, the reason that you're doing this is you had this, and this won't be for all Geminis, but there's been some kind of either link to how you view authority figures in the past, maybe a parental figure wasn't there or was there, but their authority felt quite restrictive, because I feel like the Emperor and the Hierophant for me coming together, it's like a bit like, oh my God, and I'm in the middle here with a victory card going, I'm just trying to figure all this out. But your way through it is for you to understand and to start to like take ownership of putting together what authority means for you and becoming it and living it. So it's not looking outside of myself to an authority figure to validate me or to say to me, well, yes, when I am like this, then everything will be okay. You're taking things into your own hands, but what you're having to do, I don't know whether it's like therapy or it's like going on a life-changing trip or changing your environment. There's a massive amount of shifting in you that's causing you to rebuild how you see life and how you see yourself and how you view. I'm hearing Spirit saying to me, it's about your belief system. It's getting a massive shake-up. Now, we don't have any cups cards around this. We've got the water elements. So you know this has been coming for a long time. I'm going to ask for a clarifier on this of what I've said already, Spirit. Is there anything you want to clarify? It's happening quickly. Yeah, you're really cutting through the Ace of Swords. So you're cutting a lot of the old, it's all old stuff out of your life. Yeah, the things that have caused you pain. The Nine of Swords, so the things that are the root cause of your anxiety and your sleepless nights, I'm going to say to you, are going. And you're going to be really surprised about this, because there's an offer here, and this offer is a cups, so it can be anything coming in. I feel the offers are going to come into your life once you've made this shift. More clarification on the Four of Cups, please, Spirit. Four of Cups. Clarification. Thank you very much. There's like a new improved version of you coming through, Gemini, but it's going to be an inside job. Yeah, King of Pentacles. So for some people, this will be a work opportunity. For some people, this will be a love opportunity. But it's going to come in once you've made this shift, because there's a lot of stuff with Gemini, and it's so powerful. Your mind is so brilliant and powerful. But when you go into those thought spirals, it can almost like cave in on you. And I mean that with the greatest respect. Whereas I think you're going to get to the root source of this. And it's like some of the things that you were always told or that you believed are just not true for you. And you're rewriting the script of your life. And there's a big shift coming in that's coming for you, Gemini, internally, and it's really powerful. And it might be overwhelming. You might need to be stepping back from certain things for a while, but it's so worth it. You've got the Tower and you've got the Eight of Wands, and Spirit is saying, please pull another energy oracle for you. Only for you, Gemini. Sorry. Sixth chakra, yeah, it's about trusting your spiritual truths that are coming through. And actually you're going to start seeing things, and you're going to see where in your life you were like, oh, you did things, and it's like you can participate in things in a way that don't benefit you. And I don't mean that in a selfish way. I just feel like you can see where maybe there could have been an alternative route. And I think it's really awakening your inner spiritual side. It's really learning to trust what you're seeing in your vision for your life. And that might mean just going, like, letting all these things fall away while what comes to you to clarify when this is done, how things are going to be. I know that sounds a bit mad, but that's the only way I can explain it. It's a bit like the action's going to be internal. So I won't even be surprised at this time that you're doing a lot of internal assessment, like a life review. You're looking at, you're tracing things back and patterns and going, that didn't work and that caused me more pain, so I'm not going to do that again. There's a lot of sifting through my thoughts and really looking at things and having to go in there and see it, Gemini. I've got to say to you, you've got to see this stuff to heal it. But what I want to say with you is you really bounce back quickly, and I really want to say to you, can you give yourself a bit more credit? There's a lot of strength coming in here, and like you're going to cut things out with precision, but you can't do it by bypassing. And you need to stop saying to yourself that it has to be really long, drawn out, and painful. It doesn't, because you've got the Tower and you've got the Eight of Wands, and that's like these are really fast moving cards. Okay, the Tower, everything coming down, a new foundation is being built for you, and it's happening quickly. And it might mean that you might want to travel for a bit. You might want to take yourself out of your normal environment and just let everything go and say, I don't quite know what's going on at the moment. And that's inviting spirit into your life. And when you do that, that's when the miracles start to happen, because you stop trying to think your way through everything, thinking you know the solution. You don't. It's just about seeing things in a different light and then acting on it that way. Massive change cards, Gemini. I'm sending you all my love, and thank you for the giggle, and thank you for being your kooky self, because we need more like you in seeing things differently and doing things differently. You know, you keep it fresh, and we need that. So lots of love to you, Gemini. Take good care.